Okay, Anderson's first day of kindergarten. Are you excited, buddy?
Yeah!
We're sitting in here in the side-by-side waiting for the bus to come for the very first time. I think there it is, buddy.
Wait, is that my bus?
That's it. That's a nice bus. You got a new one.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, buddy.
Dad here.
Anderson.
You're in the seat right behind me, honey. Kindergarten?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Have a great first day.
Thanks. So yeah, today was a big day for us. Anderson started his first day of kindergarten, which means things are going to change pretty drastically around here. My wife still works full-time, and I'm down here doing YouTube stuff all the time, so we had no choice but to send the kids to daycare the first 4 or 5 years of Anderson's life. And normally we'd be picking him up from daycare about 4:30, 5 o'clock every day, and now school's going to be dropping him back off on the bus about 2:30. So that kind of cuts into my workday a little bit. But he's old enough now, I think we can have him come down here and start helping out. So Anderson's probably going to start joining the family business here and helping me make some wood and do a little bit of stacking and keeping the roadside stands restocked. So you'll probably be seeing a little bit more of Anderson in the videos. Actually, the last couple days before school started, I had him out in the shop helping me build a couple more firewood bucking tables. I got a few more orders, got those all built. He was out in the shop giving me a hand doing all that, and really enjoying it, actually. I think I enjoyed it too. I enjoyed having him be a part of the process and spending some quality time together, and just having him, he doesn't even realize he's learning, but he is. And he's not really doing a whole lot, but just having him touching and feeling the tools. And obviously I'm not letting him run the miter saw by himself or anything like that, but just getting a feel for how everything works, how things get put together, all that. I think it's going to be good. And I'm looking forward to having him here in the afternoons when he gets off the bus. But that being said, he's going to be home off the bus in probably another hour, hour and a half. I want to make some firewood here, and then I'm going to have him give me a hand splitting some wood on the East of Maid axis. All right, so we just got Anderson off the bus. We got his after school snack, got his change out of his school clothes. How was your first day of school, buddy?
Good.
Yeah? What'd you learn about?
Being respectful.
Being respectful, that's a good one. All right, well, you finish up eating there, and then we're gonna go. You ready to help me split some wood when you're done eating?
Yep.
So today's video is sponsored by Sundays for Dogs, and instead of telling you about it, I'm gonna show you about it. We've got a little taste test here set up for Sadie. Sadie, for the last 5 or 6 years, has eaten nothing but kibble, and about 6 months ago, we switched to Sundays for Dogs. So I wanna show you real quick which one she prefers, given the option of both. Stay. Okay. I think it's pretty clear which is Sadie's favorite choice. So right here you'll see Sadie actually goes to sniff the kibble and then comes back to get the crumbs from Sundays. Okay, now clearly Sadie doesn't understand that today's video is sponsored by one of these dog foods versus the other. That is just genuinely which food she prefers over the other. And the good news is not only does she like it better, but it's also better for her. Sundays is free from any synthetics or fillers. Sundays is air dried just like beef jerky. It's a whole new way to make dog food that is fresh, and it's made with 100% human grade ingredients. Now the kibble here, I can't even begin to pronounce some of the ingredients that are inside this stuff here. But if we take a look at the ingredients in Sundays, it's all household items that you would recommend. Chicken, pumpkin, flaxseed, blueberries, carrots, apples, tomatoes, shiitake mushrooms, broccoli, oranges, cranberries, spinach, beets, cherries, strawberries. I know everything that is in here, and I cannot say the same for the kibble. If you want to let your dog try Sundays, use the link in the description below and use code HOMETOWN40 for 40% off your first order of Sundays. Okay, so what we're going to be working on here is splitting up all of the offcuts from the Easton Made Evo. Anderson, what I want you to do is I want you to pick these out, put them on the table. I'm going to split them, and then after I split them, I'm going to put them over here, and I want you to take the split chunks and throw them into this basket.
Aye.
Sound like a plan?
Yep, sound like a plan to me.
Okay, get your earmuffs on. You worked up an appetite, huh?
Yeah, I want to go there. Don't eat at Applebee's tonight.
Maybe.
Daddy.
Do you think you earn enough money to go to Applebee's to pay for your meal?
No, you're going to pay.
Yeah, that's right, I am.
How did I do? How did I do?
You did really good. You did a good job. What do you think? How do you think you did?
Great job.
You did a great job. How did I do?
A great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, super duper good job.
Do you like helping me in the wood yard?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we just finished up splitting all of the offcuts and cookies from the Easton Made Evo with the Axis, and that is one thing I will say about this Easton Made Axis is even if you do make the leap from a commercial grade splitter to a firewood processor, don't get rid of your splitter, and especially if you've got a vertical one, because I still use this thing all the time. I may not film it all the time, but anytime I've got a log that's too big or crooked to go through the Evo, or all of the offcuts that I just want to split real quick, this thing is a very handy thing to have around here in the wood yard. But yeah, Anderson was a big help down here, and I think this is going to be a fun little after-school program for him to come down and hang out with Dad in the wood yard. Now, I did want to give you guys a quick update on our log pile. So out of this pile so far, I've been keeping it separate and keeping track of how much wood we've made. I took 2.5 cords of wood up to Matt to have him kiln dry. That was the first bit of wood we made out of this pile. And then I made another cord, that is what is in the greenhouse kiln right now. And then we just made another cord of wood today. And that pile that you see sitting there is everything that's left. Plus I did just go ahead and reload the deck too. So we've made 4.5 cords, and what you see here on the deck and what you see in the pile over there is what's left. Matt estimated that there's probably about 7 cords, and I think we're pretty spot on. I think we're a little bit over halfway through the pile if we come back here and look. And yeah, actually I think we might be just a hair over 7 cords with this load, because there's a good bit of logs still left here. Anyway, I think that about wraps this one up. Do me a quick favor though, leave me a comment for Anderson down below. When this video posts, I'm going to read him all of the comments, so if you've gotten any advice for him or words of encouragement, or if you just want to tell him good job, I'm sure he's going to love to read those comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, give me a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.